For the slit placket, fold the pattern piece lengthwise with the right side of the fabric inside. Mark your sewing line at number 2 of the sewing pattern with sewing chalk. Make sure that your pointy middle is exact. Recut if necessary. Stitch the narrow top edge with a point 2 cm along the long edge, according to the pattern from seam number 2/3 to 4. Carefully cut up to the stitch line at seam number 2. Also trim the corners diagonally and seam allowance along the pointy corner. Turn the placket right side out and press. Make sure you can see the line across seam number 2. If not, mark it again on both sides. Cut the vent as indicated by the pattern markings. Now place the placket piece on your slit. You'll sew the open edge of the placket right sides together to your slit all the way up to seam number 2. Make sure to only sew one layer of the placket. On the left side of your piece, make 2 diagonal cuts from the end of your slit up to seam number 2 and a shorter triangle on the other side. Narrowly double fold the other vent edge that is not yet sewn and stitch it in place. Press the little triangle outwards. Now fold the placket over so it covers the slit. Fold all seam allowances on the left side inwards into the placket. Fold the inner edge in and baste or pin. Top stitch the placket from the right side. You'll start at number 5 and sew up to your marked line first. Then take out the garment and start again from the bottom of your sleeve. Sew up to point 2, then 3, 4, down the marked line and across the placket. You can see here that the little triangle lies underneath the placket, folded upwards. Do not secure with backstitches for a cleaner finish. On the inside, secure the little triangle by hand. The hanging threads of your top stitching are secured by hand by pulling them to the left side and securing them. This leaves the outside of your placket much neater. Iron everything well. Now you will sew the sleeve seams. We also finished them with flat felt seams. As it is your sleeve, this is a more tricky undergoing and will only work for lighter fabrics. We'll show you how. Press seam allowances apart. Trim one of the seam allowances narrowly. This will be the bottom. Press the wider seam allowance over the bottom seam allowance. All seam allowances are now to one side. Fold in the top seam allowance. You can pin or baste at this point or simply top stitch right away close to the edge. Since you're sewing the sleeve, maneuvering the fabric becomes a bit more challenging. You'll need to gather and compress the material tightly, which results in quite a bulge. Now finish the sleeve edge with the two pleats as shown in your sewing pattern. Fold X to O and secure with the machine. Thank you so much for watching. We will tackle the cuff in the next video.